my phone got overheated, and so the temperature, it shut the phone down, and so I had some issues over there on the other side. But we're back here on this side. I drove across, and this is where my original footage was. I'm going to walk you over there here in just a few moments. This is the trellis, the train track that I had recorded some footage in front of. And this here, the water was all the way up to here, to where we could not even see that train track or that trellis, or walk under this here where we're going to walk. I'm going to take y'all walking, and then across the highway we're going to walk also to see where the cattle were stranded and the water was completely under. But I'm going to move the camera around and show y'all and walk with y'all where I originally was when I had done the video. I've got to keep it in the shade as well, because I don't want the phone to overheat on us again. And so this is all where we were not able to walk before. I will show y'all that here in just a moment. But this here, they have put gravel up. They're going to try to keep the water directed in a certain path, and I guess that's for future. I don't know if y'all can see that okay. Actually over in this area a little bit. Well, hold on. I can't see the camera. And again, I want to make it quick because I don't want the phone to overheat. But I believe I was standing somewhere here in this area, but I was in this grassy area where there was water, and this here was all covered over with water. And so, give me 1 second here. I don't know if y'all can see that okay. And then I'm going to grab the camera, and we're going to walk over this way, y'all. And I have to flip it too, so give me 1 second here. And it's very difficult to see because it's very bright light here in Texas. And so, okay. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this here. I don't want to carry it with me, that's for sure. So, I guess I will carry it with me, because we may use it over here. And that being said, okay, so it's real bright for me to see, but there is where I had walked under. I'll show you this way a little bit. So there is where I had walked under the day that I had recorded the live. Here is the view. Get back up this way, y'all. And give y'all a similar view, because I can get a lot closer now than before when it was completely underwater in this area. And so we're going to walk the road. Again, don't want to get in trouble for driving, and it is actually not that long of a walk. I'm just going to try to keep the phone down and out of the bright Texas sun, because, well, you see how quickly it dried up the water here. So it's very strong and bright. All this was completely underwater. But the sun is very bright here in Texas, and so it has dried out the water very quickly, and it will overheat these phones very quickly as well. As you just seen, I don't know how long I was on live with y'all. Very quickly as well. As you just seen, I don't know how long I was on live with y'all. I actually jumped the ditch and nearly lost my keys. Got my scarf all dirty. I thought that would be a better place to cross than just walking this road here, and it turned out to be. that the road was actually, it wasn't that deep, so it wasn't that bad. And then before, I think I had it's on the Facebook Live, the footage. I had walked this, that's where all that footage is on the Facebook page. That's where my mom got on to me too, because she's seen that footage. She's like, don't do it. Anyways, that's another story. I'm a little brave. And so I got walking that day just up ahead where you see all the dirt on the road, because at that point it was completely unpassable because there was so much water. And then just a few days later after that, levels of the water during that time period when all that flooding was occurring. And we're almost to the Trinity River, y'all. And this was completely underwater a few days ago. All this area, everything you see here around was completely underwater, all the way up to the pasture that's just on the other side of this tree. You can see the fence. That fence is to the cow pasture. And this here part, as you can see back there in the woods, it is still underwater. It's still not accessible to the cattle because the water is not completely dried up at this point. But all of this was completely underwater all the way up to the bottom of this bridge here, right about to where you can see land level. And so this is a popular fishing area. Normally, where we're going to up here, there is a beach. You see the sand. And so there's a sandy beach where people actually usually hang out. They actually even go into the water. I do not. I learned as a young child here, I lost quite a few people to the current of the river. Actually some small children and family members. So it's been a lifelong no-no in our family. We don't go to the river, and we do not go into the river. We go to the river, we just don't go into it. This is called the sandbar, and then the sandbar is where that had occurred. Because these rivers, even though when the water goes down, it appears to be, the current isn't as bad, but there's undercurrents, and they will pull you under. Okay, and here we are, and you can see a little bit of the beach. We are on the other side now. Make sure the phone's not cut off. And here's the boat ramp, because people do bring their boats out here. And this is the Trinity River. This is was currently underwater. Yeah, again, you can view that from the footage that I had shared. And currently you can see still how high the water is here. I'm going to set this down, and we're going to walk over here real quick. So they have their equipment out here. They're currently monitoring it, keeping an eye on it, because it can change in a split second. Because anytime we have weather, like I was explaining to you, bad weather up north, these rivers down south here get flooded. And so these rivers down south here get flooded. And so we have additional water that comes to our area. And the sand, here's the beach. Water that comes to our area. And the sand, here's the beach. Now I would hang out at the beach, but never go in. And that is a view from this side. And that is a view from this side. minus all the flooding water. And again, it will go down a lot, minus all the flooding water. And again, it will go down a lot lower. I'm sweaty and hot. It is lower. I'm sweaty and hot. It is very warm today. But again, it will go down and it will recede even further, exposing that beautiful little beachy area where you see the sticks and the people who hang out. And on the other side of these trees right here is where that cow pasture is. Look, there's a brave bird over there. I see him in the distance, a white bird on the shore. He's getting him a drink from the river. I don't know if y'all could see him way over there or not. Walk with y'all real quick back over here. I have to jump on and do my live at 5 for Facebook. Then I'm gonna walk back down this way before I come back over here. And I'm gonna show y'all where the cattle and the horses were trapped over here, just on the other side of the bridge here, because this is where all the water flowed to when it flooded. It went over here into this pasture right here on the other side and flooded this whole area back here. And there is footage of that also you can view, but again, I'm going to put a video together for y'all so you can see all that and the difference in the water levels. Again, this here was underwater. It's unpassable. Try to keep the phone out of the light a little bit, y'all. Because we have intense Texas sunlight. I hope y'all are enjoying this TikTok live with me today at the Trinity River Bridge here in Texas. Again, I find this so interesting how quickly the water levels can change. I hope y'all do too. I enjoy sharing this with y'all. When I had come to get my car repaired, I seen all the difference and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to share with everyone. And then I also, if I'm able to get back up that way, I'm definitely going to take some footage of where the marsh has gone back down, but where the 18-wheeler was actually underwater, where the marsh has gone back down, but where the 18-wheeler was actually underwater on Highway 59. It's actually completely dried out. There's not even any signs of water in that spot, amazingly enough. And I hope we're still going here. I can't see. Yes, okay. Trying to keep the phone from overheating, y'all, so I have to keep looking back at it every few moments. And again, I don't know if you can see the fence over there. in the fence line as we walk. And that is the fence line to the cow pasture. Look there, how it's completely washed out on that spot from the water on the bridge supports. And here is another angle of this was all completely underwater and unpassable. And this is the road that I walked back across. That is on the Facebook footage. I'd have to go back to check the dates of when I actually had recorded all of that. All of this was underwater as well. You can see there's still remnants of water. Oh my goodness. It's a busy day. Huh. Okay, we made it. Hi. All right. I don't know if I can turn the camera a little bit. Yes, that's great. Okay, there's the river. This was completely flooded a few days ago. The cows were stranded in a little bitty remote area back there in the corner. I'm also going to take a little bit of live footage, or a little video of this, so we can compare as well. I can't see very well because it is so bright. And a wonderful cattle grazing field again. Rolling pastures of green grass for the cows to enjoy, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this TikTok live. Have a wonderful evening and a most wonderful night's rest. And I will see you on the next TikTok live. Much eternal love, many eternal blessings.